Hello, and welcome to this special video on the story of Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, two of the most iconic figures in the history of mountaineering. In the first place, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on interesting contents. Before we dive into their incredible journey to the top of Mount Everest, let's first set the stage by giving a little background on the two men. Who was Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay? And how did these two men from completely different backgrounds come together and make history on the highest mountain in the world? Edmund Hillary and Tenzin Norgay were two of the most famous mountaineers in history, known for being the first people to successfully reach the summit of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. Edmund Hillary was a New Zealand mountaineer, explorer, and philanthropist. He was born in 1919 in Auckland, New Zealand, and developed a love for climbing at a young age. He became an accomplished mountaineer, and in 1953, he joined a British expedition to climb Mount Everest. Tenzin Norgay was a Sherpa mountaineer from Nepal. He was born in 1914 in the Solu-Khumbu region of Nepal, which is home to many of the highest peaks in the world, including Mount Everest. Norgay began his career as a porter, carrying supplies for various expeditions up the mountain, but he eventually became an accomplished climber in his own right. Hillary and Norgay met in 1953 when they both joined the British expedition to climb Mount Everest. The expedition was led by John Hunt and also included several other experienced mountaineers. The team spent months preparing for the climb, acclimatizing to the high altitude and training for the challenges they would face on the mountain. On May 29, 1953, Hillary and Norgay set out from base camp with a small team of Sherpas to attempt to reach the summit. After several days of grueling climbing, the team finally reached the summit of Mount Everest on May 29, 1953. Hillary and Norgay made it to the top first, and they spent a few minutes taking photographs and planting the British flag before beginning their descent. Their successful climb was a major achievement, and it made Hillary and Norgay household names around the world. They received numerous accolades and awards for their feat, and they became symbols of human determination and perseverance. Hillary and Norgay's climb of Mount Everest is remembered as one of the greatest achievements in the history of mountaineering, and it remains an inspiration to people all over the world. Did they have a smooth sailing to the top of Everest? What kind of adversaries did they face and how did they overcome those challenges? Their journey to the top was filled with challenges, adversaries, and dangerous situations, but through determination and teamwork, they were able to reach the summit and make history. One of the biggest challenges that Hillary and Norgay faced was the extreme cold and altitude. Mount Everest is located in the Himalayas, and the temperature at the summit can drop as low as -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The thin air at high altitudes also makes it difficult to breathe and can cause altitude sickness. Another challenge was the steep and treacherous terrain. The route to the summit of Mount Everest is filled with crevices, ice cliffs, and other hazards that can make it difficult to progress. The climbers also had to contend with strong winds and avalanches, which added to the difficulty of the climb. In addition to the natural challenges, Hillary and Norgay also faced human adversaries. Other climbing teams were also attempting to reach the summit at the same time, and there were instances of tension and competition between the teams. There were also instances of theft and sabotage, as some climbers were known to steal supplies from other teams in order to increase their own chances of success. Despite these challenges, Hillary and Norgay were able to find ways around them and push forward. They trained extensively before the climb and were in excellent physical condition. At one point, they were forced to turn back just 500 feet from the summit due to bad weather. But they didn't let this setback discourage them. They regrouped and made a plan to try again. They also worked well as a team, with Hillary serving as the leader and Norgay as his deputy. In total, they made several attempts to reach the summit before finally succeeding on May 29, 1953. During their final ascent, they faced several dangerous situations, including a moment when Hillary was nearly swept away by an avalanche. However, they were able to overcome these obstacles and reach the summit, where they planted a flag to signify their achievement. As they stood on the highest point on Earth, they knew they had achieved something truly extraordinary. They had proven that it was possible to conquer the impossible, and they had made history in the process. What impact have these two men made in the mountaineering world? In total, Hillary and Norgay's mountaineering team consisted of around 30 people, including support staff, porters, and other climbers. They were part of a larger expedition organized by the British Mountaineering Council, which provided funding and logistical support for the climb. Overall, the journey to the top of Mount Everest was a difficult and dangerous one for Edmund Hillary and Tenzin Norgay, but their determination and teamwork enabled them to overcome the challenges they faced and make history as the first to successfully summit the highest mountain in the world. Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay's summit of Mount Everest on May 29, 1953, was a groundbreaking achievement that forever changed the world of mountaineering. At the time, Mount Everest was the highest mountain in the world and had never been successfully climbed. Many had attempted to reach the summit, but all had failed. This made the mountain an elusive and coveted prize for climbers, and many saw it as the ultimate test of human endurance and determination. When news of Hillary and Norgay's successful summit spread around the world, it was met with widespread acclaim and celebration. The two men were hailed as heroes, and their achievement was seen as a triumph of the human spirit. The impact of their climb was felt throughout the mountaineering community. It inspired countless others to pursue their own climbing goals and push the boundaries of what was thought to be possible in the world of mountaineering. Today, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay are remembered as two of the greatest mountaineers in history. They are remembered not only for their successful summit of Mount Everest, but also for their bravery, determination, and enduring legacy in the world of climbing. Their climb has continued to inspire and motivate future generations of climbers, and their names are synonymous with the pursuit of human achievement and the exploration of the natural world. So that's the story of Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, two men who faced incredible challenges and achieved greatness on the highest mountain in the world. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about their incredible journey, please like this video and subscribe to our channel as a vote of confidence for us to make more interesting videos for you in the future.